Hello, welcome to BMBBH once again on a Saturday night. This is Kev, and there's been a lot going on this week. But before we get into tonight's topic, which will be a variety of things, but this whole Roe v. Wade thing is going to be a centerpiece. Just want to ask everyone walking in and everyone who just happens to catch the replay to hit that like button. Likes are for free, they're for the algorithm. And we definitely want to get more eyes on this channel here. And by this channel, I mean black men being brutally honest. Um, Start off by saying long live the habitual line steppers. Also, if you want to support the channel, be mindful of the ticker scrolling across the bottom of the screen. My Cash App is in there, BMBBH for life. Also, be mindful of the other things too, like fair use on any material that is used for edutainment purposes only, which means that I do have a tendency to say things that people can learn from, or you can take it with a grain of salt and you can see it either as education or entertainment. But that's not up to me, that's up to the viewer. So I really do appreciate the if you could respect those terms. And yeah, and also there's a language warning. Yes, I do use curse words. I do use profane language on this channel. But what I will say is thank you to the my new subscribers and thank you to my existing subscribers. You are all much appreciated in helping this channel grow as well. I'm almost at 3,200. I am 10 away. So if you haven't subscribed and you're new to this channel, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button and help this channel grow. Yeah, and let me tell you something. I'm quite amused by the happenings of, this week. Let me give a shout out to my boy Phil Brad. It's already in the chat. Appreciate you coming by once again. You are always appreciated. Uh, yeah. And the title of this broadcast is this really our fight? Is this really our fight? As you can see by the thumbnail, uh, when it comes to these fights, is look as far as the Roe v. Wade being overturned, I'm a bit indifferent to it because it seems like this fight is always on different sides. Either we telling women to stop being irresponsible with their snatch, especially in this space here. Stop, stop having babies out of wedlock. You know, single mother rate is insane, which is why I even posed the question of why. Well, let me pose another question. Why are they so upset about Roe v. Wade being overturned when they're doing the same stupid shit anyway? So I even did a Google search because it's always they have a knack for making us the face of these things, even though my personal feeling is, hey, what up, weather? What's going on? Formerly Indigenous TV. I mean, I googled Roe v. Wade and look at your left side of the screen. It's the main ones that are in front are the ones that we always complain about being sexually irresponsible. And the headline, I don't know if you can see this, is protesters voice their fury as Roe v. Wade reversal prompts abortion bans and you can't really see the rest of it unless I click on the headline. I mean, people are going crazy about this thing. And and here's my confession. The only thing that really I'm getting some any real gratification from is how pissed off the feminists are. I mean, that shit's always funny. But let me read this about section. It says Roe v. Wade, 410 U.S. 113, was a landmark decision of the U.S. Supreme Court in which the court ruled that the Constitution of the United States generally protects a pregnant woman's liberty to choose to have an abortion. Alrighty. Yeah, and since then, there have been close to the tune of 20 million abortions in the black community alone since 1973. Um, yeah, because even though like I really don't particularly care what these sack chasers and these garden tools do with themselves, I gotta admit that it's it's even though I don't care, it's just that you know my belief is the reason why I don't know a lot of these guys see this as a victory is because we've had a certain YouTuber preaching maliciously about aborting black male babies, and this one particular YouTuber pretty much gets under a lot of these dudes' skin, and I mean, it it would kind of get under my skin as well, but it just seems to me like it's cap. It's like I don't believe that these women are actually gonna go and disabort their babies just to give up their little 18-year financial plan, as I like to call it. But the thing is, the reasoning, and I do like a couple of a couple of content creators and YouTubers already pointed this out. So I'm really not ripping from them. I just happen to agree. The reason why this ruling was overturned was because of this one theory right here. This theory of fear of replacement. Um, it seems that the white birth rates are in trouble. The birth rates are low, and America is basically a melting pot at this point, meaning that in maybe 2 or 3 decades, that the dominant race will not be white. So because you have a lot of old money that still goes around in our streets of decision making, big decision makers and policy makers. You still pretty much got Citizens United that's still out there. Uh, Basically, the rich and the wealthy can lobby to have decisions made that are beyond the citizens of America's control. You got a few racists out there, and they're probably who you wouldn't believe is a racist. But I just happen to believe that all of them are kind of racist or COON. And, they believe that they are being replaced. So they have to take certain measures like Roe v. Wade, overturning Roe v. Wade. And I mean, it turned from like they have to give abortions in all states to it's like there's like 8 or 9 states that are legally still uh they're still making an abortion legal. Now, because of this ruling, it is being overturned, Roe v. Wade. It is, to my understanding, that is now up to the local and state governors and governments to keep abortion legal instead of making it legal at a federal level. So a lot of these little redneckish states, they're probably going to make abortion legal. And boy, it is, and I mean, the sisterhood on social media has gotten extra fucking stupid, extra stupid. Like it's to the point where I'm just wondering why are they so upset? Why are they so mad? I mean, according to recent studies, sex is slowing down. So What is it? What is it? Is like are there like a ton of abortions after hot girl summer or whatever? Like my thing is, and I said this on Facebook yesterday. The best contraceptive is basically just to say no. And this is no attempt to what do y'all call it? Shame, blame, and explain. It's not my attempt to do that. But one thing that has never ever made sense to me is the incessant need to have unprotected sex. Because I'm a firm believer in if she gets pregnant, it's because she wanted to become pregnant. I mean, it's like I know that we have a crop of people in today's society that are just plain stupid and ignorant and act like they don't know what the fuck what is. But we should have enough information to know that if a raw penis goes inside of you and you're relatively young and fertile, and he ejaculates inside of you, or as y'all like to say, shoot up the club, there's a possibility that you can get pregnant. And then on top of that, pregnancy ain't the only thing to worry about. Or on the guy side of it, getting someone pregnant isn't the only thing to worry about. You also have STDs. And if you happen to escape both of those, you might have a crazy person on your hands, depending on how good the sex is. So there are many, many things to worry about in having unprotected sex. But the one thing that anybody can do is say no. Just say no. Now, I do admit, if she butt naked in front of you, it might be a little tougher for a guy to say no, but it's incumbent upon us to exercise that sexual responsibility and have a condom with us. And if we don't have that condom and if we're not ready for a child, exercise sexual restraint. But a lot of us dudes don't do that. But again, there is accountability on both sides. But the thing is, that your average sisterhood female does not want any blame or accountability for her participation in the act. They don't. They don't. And I believe that they fully know what they're doing. They know. They know. So that's why I say if she gets pregnant, it's because she wanted to get pregnant. But man, there's been a lot of sisters saying some extreme shit. And believe me, fellas, it's all cap. It's just funny to look at. Bitches talk about some they gonna take some coat hangers and they gonna jam it up there. For real. Some women making crazy things, making crazy claims like, well, if they're gonna tell us what to do with our bodies, then we should make vasectomies mandatory, or we should ban Viagra. Like, here's the reason for banning Viagra: because if a pregnancy is God's will, then so is the limp dick. These are actually things. And like I said, this is the only gratification that I'm getting out of this. It's so funny seeing how mad they are about this. But it's like they're gonna have a baby anyway. Like, what the fuck? Why are you so upset? And then they want to try to sit up there and use the whole uh they want to use the whole, well, a lot of these girls are getting pregnant because they're being raped. Like, they're being assaulted. And if you look up the CDC statistics on that, is less than 1%. It's less than 1%. Like I'm reading the chart right now. 3% are fetal health problems. 4% is physical health problems. And the rest of the reasons are pretty much shit that you can help through common sense. Like they said, 4% would interfere with the education or career. See, that's where saying no comes in. 7% not mature enough to raise a child. So why do you feel as if you're mature enough to do an adult act like having sex? 8% don't want to be a single mother. Could have fooled me. 19% done having children. 23% can't afford a baby. 25% not ready for a child. Now, here's something that I always say. If you have unprotected sex, you need to be prepared for the consequences that come after that. Because in this day and age, there are consequences. And if you are not ready to have a child, why are you having unprotected sex? But hey, you know what? Stupid is as stupid does. Stupidity is a choice. So, but it's like chat. I'm gonna look at the chat in a minute. Help me understand, how is this a victory for men? I don't know. I guess I'm just a little bit older now, and I don't believe that even with this is gonna make all of a sudden this is gonna make females behave responsibly. Because, like I said earlier, the argument is on so many sides of it. It is almost like, it's almost like I'm ready to tell everyone to pick a struggle. But I did see somebody said something funny. All of a sudden, liberals know what a woman is again. Shit. Let me click on this headline right here. Let me see. And this is by the New York Post. And I can't wait for this to load so you can see what I saw. Cause these women are going crazy with this shit. Come on now, slow ass computer. Oh, there it is. There's the headline. It says sex strike. Abstinence trends on Twitter in wake of Roe v. Wade ruling, which means these women are going to stop having sex because they don't have a right to kill their kid, kill their baby inside the room. And we all know that's cap. These motherfuckers ain't finna stop fucking. I mean, like more than likely, this narrative is being pushed by women who probably are unfuckable, or they're known horrors. Shoot, let me see what this article says. I need some. We all need a little entertainment. Hashtag sex strike. The fuck up out of here. Okay, the article says Big Apple abortion protesters. Okay, Big Apple is a nickname for the city of New York, were in support of a sex strike Saturday as abstinence started trending on Twitter in the wake of the Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. And it says, if you're a man who won't get a vasectomy, even though it's reversible, and you're not out in the streets fighting for our rights, you did not deserve to have sex with me. Okay, I'm going to blow this little part up so y'all can read it. Okay, god damn it. Hold on one second. Fucking stupid ad. Alright. And this is why I say this is cap. This is cap. People ain't gonna stop fucking. Okay, let me highlight this so you can know that I'm not lying to you guys. Says If you're a man who won't get a vasectomy, even though it's reversible, and you're not out in the streets fighting for my rights, you do not deserve to have sex with me. All right. Well, number one, there's millions of other bitches out here that a guy can have sex with. She clearly said it. If you're a man that has been told repeatedly, it's none of your business what they decide what to do with their bodies. Been told repeatedly that shit, and you're not out in the street fighting for her rights, even though that these women will never fight for yours, you do not deserve to have sex with her. With her. I was like, all right, bitch, keep your pussy. I mean, that's what I recommend. Man, here comes Carolyn Healy, a 22-year-old event coordinator, also questioned why sex was more important than women's rights. Shoot, and that's what I like to call a goalpost move. She says, I think it's absolutely valid for us to be withholding the holy grail that men seem to think is important. And here's my thought on that. Why are women so convinced that they know what men are thinking, what men want? Why is that? This is what I hear a lot about in these YouTube streets from females. These men, they want this. These men want that. Men, men. And it's like, and my question to a lot of females is, why aren't you more concerned with communicating your thoughts and feelings with other females instead of trying to tell men what we want and what we think and what we believe? And even with that, men tell you something different, and then you try to act like the men are lying about that. No, y'all don't. No, y'all don't. It's like, you don't get your stupid ass out of here. But let me read this. Let me try to interpret this little bit right here. Oh, Jesus. Get it off the screen. She goes on to say, why shouldn't we withhold it if why shouldn't we withhold it if we're always worried that they're not going to put a condom on, that they're going to take it off, that they're going to take one off after we ask them to. And I had difficulty reading that because really that statement right there did not make any sense. Let me read it again. Why shouldn't we withhold it if we're always worried that they're not going put okay, yeah, that was incorrectly typed. Not going put a condom on. I guess they meant to say not going to put a condom on. So let me start that over. Why shouldn't we withhold it if we're always worried that they're not going to put a condom on, that they're going to take one off after we ask them to, she added. Now, one of my top questions throughout the years is, if you're having sex and you're blaming him for getting pregnant, why didn't you just simply check his dick for a condom? And more importantly, goes back to my other question, why didn't you just say no? Why didn't you just say no? Once you seen he didn't have a condom, why didn't you just say no? If you're going to say it takes two, you need to be equally accountable. But y'all know this is cap. Y'all know this is cap. Ain't nobody gonna stop having sex. And they're making all these crazy ass claims and they think they speak for the group. So, but back to what I was saying, is it really our fight? B dubs have got to stop. And I mean, like, This has been going on for the longest. They've got to stop being tricked into fighting these fights for these Beckys and these Karens. They feel as if they have more in common with them than they do with us. And I mean, like, and we already know this, but it's just that over and over again, they try to put a black face on these things. They put a black face in their little outrage for these decisions. And as far as the Supreme Court goes, the black face they're trying to put Clarence Thomas as the face of all of these decisions. Now, I think Clarence Thomas, he did say something about like reconsidering gay marriage or something like that, which something that really isn't my fight. But if they take it back, I'm not gonna bat an eye. So let me look at some of these comments in the chat. Okay, first off, let me see. All right, got a super chat from my habitual line stepper brother, the Roger Report. He says, "Long live the habitual line steppers. Men need vasectomy so women can continue to be sexually irresponsible. And when we need to help them fight for this, I must have got off on the wrong exit." Okay, thank you for your support of the channel. And if anyone wants to throw anything in the collection plate, feel free to. I really appreciate that. Mr. He said, "This is a terrible day for women. Now they're going to be forced to use the other 19 forms of birth control." Yeah, so let me give some shout outs in the chat. Let me give some shout outs in the chat because I see that a lot of y'all are in here at this point. We get some shout outs. I'm finna go through the the comments right now. Precious Brown, what's going on? Real Talk, what's going on? Real Talk says, "Nope, women have made it clear that we have no say in the matter." BZ said, "Is a victory for the fact it hinders women's hypergamy." Okay. All right. So it's about 40 of y'all watching. I hope y'all hitting that like button. Hitting like is the freest thing y'all can do. Weather, what's going? Oh yeah, I already shouted you out, but hey, you're a good you're a good guy. So, BZ, what's going on? He said that black men being brutally honest. Wait, if they were worried about the black population growing, they would have kept abortion legal. David Price, what's going on? We'll shout all of y'all out. Cortez Smith, not our fight. Men should burn their capes. That should have been happened. Cape it for them, folk. Allen underscore stranger, a lot of salty sisters. There sure is. Raining woman, don't ruin my zen. What's going on? Good to see you. If you're still in the building. I mean, it's Allen underscore stranger said condoms exist. They sure do. And it's the easiest. And it's the easiest thing. Shaka Nulu says this actually does nothing for men. Raining woman says men should wear condoms. Women should also have protection. I mean, it ain't like people are gonna stop fucking. Well, shit, I agree with that. Weather said black men won't suddenly stop being idiots when it comes to women. Ain't that the truth? Chakandulu. Yeah, I was gonna bring up a point about that. I was like, yeah, it'll be a real victory when It'll be a real victory when they talk about abolish child support. I mean, wow. Boy, I tell you, that'll be a shit storm and a half right there. Shoot. Well, let's see. Let me see if I get. Hurry up and buy. What's going on? Let's see. See who else has said something. Uh, Alan Stranger, you have merely adopted the darkness. I was born and molded by it. Yep, yep. What's going on? Said they never mention all the women who are pro-choice. It's a ton of them. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's like it was a lot of women that were actually celebrating as well as the men. See, that's what they leave out when they push these narratives. Is like they leave out the fact that there's a lot of women that are also celebrating, but a lot of the ploy is to pit the genders against each other. Hmm. Check something real quick, cause some of y'all be slick in the game. Okay, all right, 36 likes, and I got about 40 in here watching. So go, like I said, if you donate anything, donate a like. And Yep said they never mention or attack all the women who are anti-abortion. It is a ton of them. Yes, they are. Longo Savage, long live my brother. DJ City said the trucker. It's a lot of women out here that don't like for a man to wear a condom. Yep, that is true. I've encountered a couple of them, and you know what I did? Turned my black ass around and found another woman. But I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna act like that I was always innocent in that. BZ, a lot of these women are exposing their thought mentality. They're upset because they can't hook up without consequences. And yeah, that should have always been the case. But you know what? I always tell men that we have to be smarter in our decision making because we can't depend on them to be smarter. We can't. We can't. We can only trust ourselves. We can only trust ourselves. Weather says Clarence Thomas voted and his one vote usurped everyone else's. Is that sarcasm? Yeah, this must be sarcasm also. Child support just got abolished. Breaking news. Man, can you like I said a second ago, can you imagine the shitstorm if child support got abolished? Can you imagine that? Wow. Hurry up and buy me too, man, for real. Like I said, God, let me drop this link, see if anyone wants to come up. Yeah, cause BZ at Shakanulu. Uh, Hypergamy means that women can sleep around or keep herself free to move on to a better deal. More single mothers equal more women not able to compete in the sexual marketplace. Yeah, there is no child support in most non-Western countries. Yeah, a lot of countries don't play that shit like America does. A lot of countries don't. I mean, we and speaking of other countries in America, did y'all see that report that Taraji Henson is talking about leaving America? And it's like for me, for the reason that she's leaving, is one of the dumbest reasons I've ever seen. She's saying that there's not enough political because the environment is too politically harsh on black women. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here with that. How? How? I mean, feel free. I mean, she definitely has the money. She definitely has the means. I ain't mad at her. If she want to leave, let her go. If Taraji Henson wants to leave, let me see. Let me see if I can find something on that. If she want to leave, let her go. I mean, I hate to see a fine ass go. Like, yeah, I like Taraji. Shoot. Let's see. I like Cookie. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But let me see if I can find an article to actually say that. But I mean, if God, I don't want to click on a rude article. I'll do People Magazine. Yeah. Well, the rude will give the context. Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of the root. Yeah, just let me see. But someone said that. Let's see. And maybe it was misrepresented on how people were reported leaving. Let's see. Okay, I don't see where it says black women, but I'll go ahead and share this. And Weather, thanks for the super chat. Says please start a movement, Taraji, please. But let me go ahead and share the screen and show y'all the article that I did find. Said that Taraji P. Henson wants to leave U.S. due to pressures of being black. Now, need a little bit more context on this because if it's really pressure of being black, that means that you've been going through this ever since you were a baby. Okay, let me read this article a little bit. Actress Taraji P. Henson is considering leaving the U.S. because she's tired of the pressures of being black. According to AceShowbiz.com, in a new interview, the 51-year-old actress shared that she is really considering finding somewhere else to live because the political and social climate in the U.S. has left her feeling exhausted. She said on the People Everyday podcast, I'm really considering getting up out of here, leaving and living in another country. That's something that comes with 50. You get tired of fighting. I'm tired. Asked what has left her tired, the Empire star, oh, that show, noted the pressures of being black and the constant fight for peace and justice. I just don't want to have to do another hashtag, and I fought, I chanted, I marched, I'm tired. The Minion Rise of Gru star feels that she could lead a stress free life elsewhere and is happy she achieved so much in her professional life and now she has the freedom to travel if she wants. I want to go where there's neutral ground. I just want to be and be happy. I want to be called Bella every day, drink wine and swat flies on the porch, stress free. Ah, okay. Okay. All right. All right, I guess that's it. She just wants to leave America because she's tired of being black. All right, got another super chat about weather. Said choose China Taraji. BGS says it's a nice place. Yeah. BZ, damn, that bitch want to leave because she finally realized she ain't that cute. Wow. Weather says go to Syria. Shaka Nulu says Bahrain. Mister says 51. Damn. BZ said it's like clockwork. Once they age out of the game and they're single, they all want to say it's America's fault. She's not happy. Ah, damn. Yeah, well, like I said, she definitely has the money and she has the means. So, uh, more power to her. More power to her. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, but thanks for you guys' participation in this chat. Mm. It's really something great. But getting back to this Roe v. Wade thing. Uh oh, and also to Shaka Nulu, thank you for the cash app. Really appreciate it, bro. Appreciate all your support, everyone's support. Yeah, see if he said anything. Hold on. See. Yep, yep, that's it. Anthony Drosos, what's going on? Said evening, gentlemen. Just realized you're on. Yeah, yeah. I thought about this topic at the last second. I really didn't know if I was gonna do Roe v. Wade, but I don't know. It just seems to be the talk. Seems to be the talk. Like I said, like I said, for those of you who are just joining us, um, I really don't believe that something like Roe v. Wade is really our fight. It's just that it is anything that really pisses off the feminists is just highly amusing to me. So, oh man, I got a comment. Let me show y'all this meme in my community tab. Let me get it. Let me get it out real quick. Somebody gonna make a comment in there. What y'all to think? Yeah. Let me see. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this comment because I've been seeing this ever since this happened. I've been seeing this around social media. These kind of sentiments, like these girls being mad. I mean, mad. Brian Solange is live. Oh shit! Should I check him out later? He must have an update on the FBI. Shit. Let me hold on one second. Yeah, this meme was super funny. I just posted it because it was funny. Let me see. But just be patient. You guys are always patient with me. Yeah, but if I haven't said it already, I hope everyone is having a good week. Hope everyone is having a good week. So yeah, I finally got it pulled up. So let me share this screen once again. All right. Yep. My caption was, "I'm sorry, this is funny." In fact, this meme is so funny. I got a visit from Steph. It's cold. Shout out to that brother. Yeah, a YouTuber, content creator with a much larger subscriber base than me. Always good to see people like that. But let me see if this comment showed up in this. Oh man, did she erase her comment? Yeah, because it was this one comment that, let me see. Real Beautiness 25 put, but shoot, I wanted to put it on the screen. I don't know, and I think I've seen Real Beautiness 25 on here before. Yeah, I guess I can read it to you because I see it in my YouTube Studio app. It's not showing up here for some reason, but let me put it right there because like this is like I guess the funniest meme this week. But Real Beautiness 25 type this in all caps. Like I said, I really wish I could show it to you, but I'm assuming this is a female. She said, "Don't worry about it, fellas. It only affects women that have a uterus. Y'all gonna marry and date out anyway, and be collective unto yourselves. P.S." And see, that's what I mean by women always telling men what we think instead of like just, I don't know, containing their thoughts within themselves. And she was like, "P.S. Florida gonna pass a law that at 15 weeks a DNA test will be administered and the father will start paying child support. I think that should happen nationwide. Let's see how responsible people suddenly become sexually." Okay. Okay. Saying like, okay, they're saying, well, at 15 weeks in the womb, they're gonna be able to determine whether the child is yours or not. I said, shit. Hopefully, it doesn't end up like an episode of Maury Povich for y'all. But I mean, the thing is though, a lot of this, the whole point is sexual responsibility. Yeah, I know that meme is funny, but shit, and if anything, this is what a lot of brothers that are in this space, this is what their grievances are. These women being reckless with their snatch. Now, I could care less. Let me see if I can find it in this part right. There it is right there. I can, yeah. Yeah, just to show y'all that I'm not lying. This is where she typed it. It's in all caps. It said, "Don't worry about it, fellas. It only affects women that have a uterus." Yeah, there it is right there. There it is. It didn't show up on the post, but it showed up right here. So just to let y'all know that I'm actually telling the truth. And it actually is above Steph Cole's comment. But it was like, yeah, I'm gonna read this again. "Don't worry about it, fellas." Let me see if I can highlight it. There it is. Look at it. "Don't worry about it, fellas. It only affects women that have a uterus. Y'all gonna marry and date out anyway and be collective unto yourselves." Like, look, the whole dating out thing. First of all, I don't dick police. I don't pussy police. People can date who they want to date. But I believe that there's a lot of brothers that want to give sisters a chance anyway. And a lot of people who are in this space and a lot of the people who participate in this chat really is like, no, we really shouldn't give them a chance like that. We're the ones that's being foolish thinking that that continuing to give them chances is really going to make them change, which it isn't. And also telling men what we think and we believe just because there might be a mild insecurity with you. And Florida, let me tell you something. A lot of the laws in Florida are jacked up anyway, especially the divorce laws. And a lot of that crap needs to change anyway. So just wanted to show y'all that. But for the most part, people that were in the comments of this particular meme thought that it was just as funny as I thought it was. That I thought it was. This is a very funny meme. So yeah, whoever made this, yep. I should have put this as a thumbnail. Really, should have thought about it earlier. Yeah, Prime BA 757. What's going on? Said it's you to us. It's not you to you. That's clever, Mister Mister. Weather. Oh, you got another super chat. Thanks once again. He said topic alert, but do we need more black people? Oh, so you're making a suggestion? Mm. Do we need more black people? I believe we need more sensible black people. If ever such was the case, we need more sensible. We need more productive. We need more black people that is within our intelligentsia that's willing to stay. I would say that if you want to say that's the case. BZ said that black men being brutally honest. Everyone knows that Planned Parenthood was founded by a racist white woman who quoted she wanted to lower black birth rates. Well, black births. Yeah, exactly. Margaret Sanger. And like I said, we got these old Dorothy Pittman Hughes ass bitches. If y'all know who that is. Hmm. The man said controversial topic, Kev. Okay, so that is a topic suggestion. Do we need more black people? Yeah, I believe we need more sensible black people. I believe we need smarter black people. We need black people that don't represent this fucker. We need more black people to not represent the more fuckery side of things. As Shaka Noodle said, black women still running up the asses of white women. That's funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, like I said, ever since Dorothy Pittman Hughes, shit, sitting over there putting up that fist with Gloria Steinem. And the thing is, though, they were convinced to do that because of the commonality of having the same sex part. And I'm sorry, you never really see black men in unison do that. We don't. I mean, even though to an extent we should. I mean, we should unify on some common sense shit, not because we have dicks or anything like that. Is it Weather said? Imagine more of little Demetrius is running around with those braids and a hoodie, shooting things up indiscriminate. Yeah, we don't need any more of that. Yeah, like my home city. My home city is like a sad, sad place at this point. And we have so much history in it to the point where I believe that that whole downfall of my home city was probably orchestrated by the very people that we were protesting against. Which there's a big portion of that I just can't forgive. But at the same time, there's some self accountability and self responsibility that comes along with that. If we really wanted to keep things intact, we would have proactively done it ourselves. But, to weather sentiment, there's a lot of little Demetrius just running around shooting people indiscriminately based on some BS. And then the funny part about it is, I don't even believe they know why they're doing it. Man, Shakadoodle said, let's march against metal hangers. Man, they done had some metal hangers, man. You just got to. The man said, Weather said, we need nukes. Nukes will solve everything, right? Nukes. Man, say Amazon prices on abortion tools went up, and Apple is going to come out with iAbortion. And Cortez Smith making a great point. If black women didn't worship Becky initially, then a lot of what we see would not exist. Hmm. That is a hell of a point. That's a hell of a point. They're so tricked into fighting their fights. It's like for real. It's like, cause see, Becky and Karen, they understand that as long as the power remains with their man, then they're not gonna get any of that shit done. So what they do is they trick B Dubs into believing that is their fight as well, and then B Dubs bring that shit to us like we're the ones that's actually pushing that shit and oppressing them. That's one thing that I really fucking hate to hear, that we're somehow oppressing B Dubs. That is so false. Weather said, Kev, is this decision a victory or simply a precursor to civil war? I think you need to replace civil with gender in that case. I mean, we keep saying that there's been a gender war going on, but it's just that narrative is about to be pushed now more than ever, because they believe that, and I'm talking about the B Dub, they believe that shit is their fight. Man said roaches and Twinkies. BZ said if B Dubs weren't their own worst enemy and made themselves the adversary of their own men, using the government against their own men, they would be in a better place. I mean, I really don't like the framing of saying that, that our men are our women, but you do make a really good point. And Soul Provider reacts, what's going on, brother? He said, date whoever you want. It's common sense. If you don't get that, then you're an idiot. Exactly. Cortez Smith. Keisha, old dumbass, still thinks somehow black men are the government and lawmakers and oppressors. And I'll continue to say this. Every black male movement, every black male led movement that has been in the history of this country has always been inclusive and protective of the black woman. And I really can't stand the charge that it hasn't been. Even the Black Panthers had lots of black women that were at the heads and at the tables discussing shit. Hell, the civil rights movement. I mean, a lot of people have their feelings about the civil rights movement, but the civil rights movement led the most successful protest, the most successful protest in our history, and that was the Montgomery bus boycott. And the Montgomery bus boycott was because a black woman got crossed out. And it was an injustice upon a black woman, Rosa Parks. And people seem to forget that. Shit, when black men, when we get in positions of authority, guess what we do? Like especially within like places of employment, we hire black women. Shit. And really that's on some HNIC crap. But we hire black women. And then a lot of that shit sometimes works out to our detriment. But this whole black men oppressing black women thing, that's a goddamn lie. It really is. BZ says, if you're not married and no kids, you're fucking ruining right now. I guess I lost twice then. Best losing I ever did. But hey, everybody, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Shoot, let's see. Shakanulu, but don't you want to see more people in America that look like you? Soul provider. Anthony Drosso says, except when they want to say that we're conquered. That's let me tell you what a lot of that right there is about. A lot of this is about the fact that they're at the bottom of dating sites. And I really don't care about dating websites, but understand the truth when I say this. They are so upset about being at the bottom of the dating websites with Asian men. They are starting to say all well, they really started to say all kinds of flagrant shit about us, like we're conquered and we're defeated, just because uh a lot of other groups of women want our sausage. And it's about sex. I mean shit. And I've always said to the average B dub, if you want to make the case for black women being with black men, then why don't you just straighten the fuck up? Or is that too fucking hard? BZ, the enemy works through women to destroy men. Adam and Eve, Helena of Troy, the list goes on. Cortez Smith, I still don't believe in the bus thing. I know for a fact several black men stood on the buses before Rosa Parks. Uh, I mean, let me tell you something. There was a pregnant woman. I believe her name was Claudette Colvin. Um, Claudette Colvin, they didn't. She got arrested, but see, the thing is, she was pregnant. And back then, being pregnant was very taboo. And it was very against the image of the classy black person that people wanted you to see. So they didn't act like they didn't care about Claudette Colvin. And then seeing that men were getting their asses beat all over the place, and we had this whole framing like men are supposed to take the L or take the bullet or take the beating. It was much easier to put a woman, exalt a woman as, this is who we're supposed to love, this is who we're supposed to protect. That Rosa Parks, I guess, was an obvious choice. I also heard that Rosa Parks, now I put this in a research paper in seventh grade. Like, Rosa Parks was actually pushed into doing that, knowing that she was violating the law. I mean, I heard a couple of other things about Rosa Parks too, but that's probably another discussion. When I get better research on that, we could probably do a whole broadcast on that. But for the most part, they say that Rosa Parks was pushed into it so they could kick off the Montgomery bus boycott. But even with all of that, it was still a successful protest. And it lost the city of Montgomery a lot of money. And this is the thing. One thing, like, I do believe that marching and screaming at a building is very ineffective, but when you start hitting them in their pockets, then that's when they start to pay attention. They really tried to put some policies and laws into effect to where you couldn't where you couldn't really do anything like that. I think they was trying to call it something like financial terrorism or something like that. And I'm sitting up there like, fuck that. Need to have the wherewithal to do that. What up, Chaos Rain? Day one, what's going on? Day one said, "This is what black people don't get. We do most of them shits. You know, our population would be double if it wasn't for abortions. That's why we got no fucking power. Strength in numbers, my ass." That's a very strong statement. But the thing is, with that, we also, if we are really serious about the black thing, then we have to support the ones that already exist. And then the amazing Lucas, who, like, for some reason I watch his videos, but I'm starting to agree less and less with what the guy says. But he says that he's pro-abortion because uh, that means that there's a lot of stupid people that got aborted. But the thing is with that statement is that what makes that statement shoot itself in the foot is that there are a lot of smart people that got aborted too. There's a lot of good people that got aborted. So really, without the fetus having a chance to live, you never can tell if a statement like that is true or not. But what's going on, Dane? What's going on, Dane? One, good to see you. That man Weather said the amazing doofus. Cortez Smith says, "I always question Black history. It didn't make sense to me." BZ says, Dane one, numbers isn't enough problem. It's inequality of the majority of the community. Too many Keishas and Pookies. Hmm. And he responds to Cortez Smith because slowly the white woman is replacing the black woman because black women self sabotage themselves by having babies by Pookie or Ray Ray and still want some beta to come take care of her and her kids. Oh, wow. I tell you. Yeah, I mean that's one thing though. Like I said, reap the consequences of your decisions. Don't expect some sucker. So don't expect every guy to be like a Russell Wilson and come, be cleanup man to when you want to like be, hop on and ride the cock carousel. Yeah, and I believe this is what a lot of the guys in the space talk about. They want to ride the cock carousel. But anyway, if nobody's gonna hit that link, I'm just gonna go ahead and I don't know. I'll stay with y'all for a little bit longer. Oh, damn, man. Damn, Weather went off with that one. He said having sex with white women is like winning the Super Bowl. You might trigger a few people. Saying that. He said BZ. That's why they're making up fake stats about white women having kids with Pookie. Is also a push. It also to push a narrative that black men as a whole are like that. Greg, what's going on? What's up? Oh, my habitual line stepper brother Donnie, what's going on? I think he meant to say weekend warrior. Yeah, he corrected it. He corrected it. What's going on, Donnie? That's my habitual line stepper brother. He has a YouTube channel called YS4W, although he hasn't done anything in a few weeks. He did put a video up a few weeks ago, so definitely check out the man's channel. Definitely check it out. Yeah. Dane one, this I guess he disagrees with Weathers' sentiment about white chicks. He said, "Nah, Asian chick is heaven." Yo, uh, Donnie says he's at home sick like a motherfucker. So get well soon, Donnie. But thanks for being here at the bro. Thanks for being here in the chat once again. Is that somebody with Saturn for a head, or is that Kung Lao in the emoji? Uh, said course Cortez Smith. There's definitely an agenda, but if you watch, most women from other cultures know that it's false and are happy to date us. Let me tell you something. I seen a TikTok video posted on Facebook, and I guess this dude was walking in the streets of another country, and I would say the dude looked like he's done a few push-ups, and all the women were like, and it looked like an Asian country too. All the women were hollering at him. Jamil Sword, what's going on? He said, "What up, Kev? Always fun catching your lives." Oh, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, but brother was walking through the streets like, and it's like this. Is I do believe is like when don't or better yet, don't believe when they say other groups of women don't like you. Don't believe it because brothers. And this is not my opinion, but it seems to me when it comes to other groups of women that brothers are somewhat of a commodity. Even if the goal or the end game is sex, but you just gotta open your mouth and you gotta talk to them. That's what I say. See, my boy Yumcha 11, he usually comes. I mean, he sometimes comes into chats. He has him an Asian girlfriend, and he's loving every minute of it. And he's a brother that's in the military. Cynical optimist. What's going on? Anthony Droso says, "Weren't the women in that video streetwalkers?" Oh, you know what video I'm talking about? Well, I'm not real sure. They might have been. They might have been. So, and the streetwalkers probably don't count. I mean, they're just trying to make an extra buck. Oh, okay. But Dane One turns around and says, "I seen a dude in Pakistan. It was like that too." Okay. BZ said, "Great stream, great chat about to hit the gym. Hashtag stay savage. Hashtag never simp. Hashtag strap on that condom." Yeah, that's a smart thing for brothers to do. They say, "Oh yeah, speaking of hitting the gym, just completed my third week in the gym. Still trying to knock off some of this excess weight that I picked up, but I see some of my musculature coming back. So yeah, so I mean, just everybody wish me luck on that one." Shaka Nulu said, "And don't put other races of women on a pedestal. Women are women." Yeah, I agree with that too. I agree with that. But just for brothers like anyway, just date who you want to date. Period. Like I said, open your mouth and talk to these females. I mean, you ain't gotta count the black woman out completely, but I mean, if you want to date another race, date another race. The man said whether Tila Tequila is doing the Lord's work by Don Early Light. Is that Cortez Smith say, "Kev, I don't know if you've been to Hoover, but it's like that there too to an extent." That man said Tila said Tila said you black hoes are bald because the Lord made you bald. Yeah, I do remember her saying something like that, and they went the fuck off on her like they always do. And then, but see, the funny thing is, they blame us for it. They blame black men for that shit. They blame us. Oh, you let her get away with it. I mean, here's one thing though. Here's one thing I like to tell y'all. It's like they can blame us all they want, but do they do they in mass treat us any kind of better? I tell you, somebody gonna post a Ray Caruth meme talking about fuck them kids. Stop. Stop. Cortez Smith, we are not at fault. No. Like, no, let me tell you, it's never our fault when another race of woman comes in and checks them. It ain't. I just believe that when that happens, they need to make a better case. Shoot. They just need to make a better case at the end of the day. Shoot. I mean, I get sort of a little weary of simps always trying to prostrate themselves and bend the knee when there's really no need to, because at the end of the day, them niggas don't matter. They don't matter. They're always forgotten, no matter how much they bend the knee and talk about the black woman is God and start turning into old crazy ass hoteps and you know the black man, we should do better. Those niggas are never, ever, ever remembered, ever. And some of the most unappreciated niggas on the planet. Jamil Sword says there is no situation too trivial for the black women to blame on us black men. Yeah, man, they'll blame us for just about everything at this point, and they always feel like that. They always feel like that we blame them for everything. I mean, I blame people for what they are directly responsible for, and that's just me at the end of the day. What did Shaka Nulu say? That man said, let me see, let me see. Yeah, Tila Tequila hit the fucking wall like hard. She did. He also said, "Well, black men took the conks out, black women out the fake, took the conks out, black women out the fake hair in." Yeah, I remember them conks. Shoot, like all the singing groups, all the singing groups, Temptations, all the motherfuckers, the Four Tops, the Five Heartbeats. Oh wait a minute, put the fake hair in. Oh okay, cool. Dane Wan said niggas is winning point blank. Koreans are built like sisters too. Hmm. Yeah, that's what they say. The variety is the spice of life. Said heads was looking like doll hair. Cortez Smith, and this is what I was saying. They know we blame them for what they actually did. Yeah, facts, facts, facts. But don't catch yourself in the blaming game too much because you know what they like to call that. They like to call it. They like to call it SBE, High Art 69, or what's going on. Good to see. Good to see someone. Good to see someone that I barely see or never seen before. I don't ever remember seeing you, but if you've been here before and I just didn't remember, please forgive me. All right. And as Jamil Sora said, I dabbled with the S curl back in the day. Who didn't? It's like who didn't? I tell you who didn't. Me. I ain't do that S curl, man. I almost did. I almost tried to straighten my hair out. I almost tried to do a perm, but I believe the timing was God because when I tried to do that, I had just started undergoing chemotherapy treatment. This is when I was a teenager, and I had lost all my hair subsequently, and it was because of the drugs. So when I tried to do that, it didn't work because I didn't do it correctly. Because a lot of these dudes were trying to do that shit. They was trying to do the finger waves and all that stuff, and it just didn't work out for me. So thank God it didn't because nobody has a and because nobody has a picture of me doing that shit. Hybrid, catastrophic, impact, X83rd power. He said I'm all late. Peace to the chat. Peace to Big Kev. Long live the habitual line steppers. Long live, bro. Long live. And I mean, shoot, if you're late, you can always catch the replay. Shoot, that's I don't. I barely to never take a broadcast now. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Another thing that happened. Bill Cosby was found liable for sexually assaulting a 16-year-old back in the 70s. Which, yeah. Here's what I'll say about something like that. In fact, let me pull it up. There's always a screen share. Oh no, all I gotta do is type in Bill Cosby. Hmm. This is weird. Come on. Well, let me see the context. Let me see the context. I'm about to share the screen, y'all. Yeah, 16-year-old in the Playboy Mansion. That shit is crazy. Let's see. Bill Cosby calls Bill Cosby calls verdict astonishing victory after jury finds he sexually abused teen, yet pledges to appeal decision. I gotta know the context on this. After a civil jury found that Bill Cosby sexually abused Judy Huth in 1975 when she was a 16-year-old minor, Cosby's team is calling the outcome an astonishing victory, yet pledging to appeal the $500,000 verdict. Said yesterday, actor and comedian Bill Cosby was awarded an astonishing victory by jurors in a civil trial brought by Judy Huth, reads a statement from Cosby's spokesperson, Andrew Wyatt. How is it a victory if he lost? That's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to see how is it an astonishing victory? Maybe it was an astonishing victory for her. The jurors decided to grant Judy Huth with a $500,000 verdict, but voted 9-3 in a favor of not rewarding Mrs. Huth any punitive damage. Oh, okay. That's the victory? She doesn't get any punitive damages, but she got $500,000. So he still plans to appeal the $500,000. The trial revolved around claims made by Hoof, 64, now 64, who accused Cosby of luring her and a friend to the Playboy Mansion. Come the fuck on. It's the fucking Playboy Mansion. Like, hey, there's a party at this famous fucking Playboy Mansion, and I know you're having reservations about coming, but come on, like, the fuck out of here with that. Hughes alleges that Cosby got her alone in a bedroom, pulled down his sweatpants, and then grabbed her hand and used it to masturbate himself. Look, I'm not victim. Woo! I'm not victim blaming, but okay. Said Tuesday, the jury found Cosby liable of sexually abusing Hughes as a teen, but did not award her any punitive damages. I guess that's the glass half full kind of thing. So yeah, let me see what y'all talking about in that chat. Oh God. Cortez Smith says show this vid, Kev. Okay. It's a comedy hype video. Okay. I mean, yeah. Uh, all right. So we gonna have to do fair use on that. So let me go ahead now. Let me see. Hold on one second. Said say you want me to show that video. I wonder, Cortez, is there a certain part you want me to show, or what? What's going on? False accusation warrants deletions. Yeah, well, let me share this screen. Okay, so what's the timestamp? Like, oh, do you have a particular timestamp, or what's going on? Because I'm quite sure I can't show this whole video. But no, that ain't it. So, but let's go ahead and say fair use. Let's see, fair use.
Bill Cosby liable in a civil case against Judith Hughes, who claimed that the comedian sexually assaulted her back at the Playboy Mansion in 1975 when she was a teenager. During the trial, it appears that there were several errors in the testimony that came from Donna Samuelson, one of Hughes' friends. Donna claimed that they played the video game Donkey Kong. However, it would be later revealed that the video game was actually released 6 years after the alleged assault.
Black woman.
All right, you talk about this woman right here, Cortez.
I want to come to you next. What are your thoughts and initial reactions to the verdict of the case?
Well, I'm trying to relax in my Black womanhood. You understand? Like, I get so tired of niggas calling us up to be, defending them in situations they put themselves in. We got to run and defend R. Kelly because he pissing on little 13-year-old girls. But then also he got 13-year-old girls by him. Michael Jackson wants us to defend him because he touching little boys, but he also taking all these little white boys to Disneyland. Bill Cosby up here with all these young women. And then I don't have time. Like, listen, if somebody tell you that I ate a pack of donuts and I'm a fat bitch, don't question it. Don't get involved. I had no business being around them donuts. So I get tired of defending people around situations they put themselves in, and then somebody rally crying about it's a freedom, black men, and whenever you get money, this is what white people. Nobody put them young women around Bill Cosby. Nobody put them little girls around R. Kelly. Well, people argue that the parents did. And nobody told Michael Jackson to keep taking them little white boys to Disneyland. So what do I have to get involved in it for? Obviously, I'm going to talk about it because we're here today. But, black people, we got too much other fish to fry than these little individual cases where people get, especially rich people who don't give back to the community, put themselves in situations where they want us to sit here and martyr ourselves on behalf of them because they done got caught up in something.
Now,
what the fuck is she even talking about? Like, what? 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 So, like this whole, this sounds like your average B-dub on social media. They always want us to defend them, and they always want us to go. Nobody's asking you to do a goddamn thing. And yeah, if somebody accused you of slipping a pack of donuts, yeah, more than likely we're gonna say you did that shit. Bunker TV, what's going on? Let me see if I can break this down, and let me respond to every little thing that she. Let me see. Respond to every little thing that she said.
initial reactions to the verdict of the case.
Well, I'm trying to relax in my Black womanhood. You understand? Like, I get so tired of niggas calling us up to be, defending them in situations they put themselves in.
And that's a goddamn lie. That's a goddamn lie. When's it like there's always a bunch of black, okay, this nigga right here is in trouble. We need you to come to the front lines for us once again. Like they do when they rush to Becky and Karen causes, like this Roe V Wade shit. The fuck?
We gotta run and defend R. Kelly because he pissing on little 13-year-old.
No, nobody, none of y'all ran. Y'all were there willingly. Take me hostage, R. Kelly. Take me hostage. Remember that. Remember that. And me and Donnie, we had a broadcast discussing how much black people actually ignored everything. Now, even though there was a video out there, ignored everything that R. Kelly had did. But like, no one is obvious. See, this is just like that's that Dulce Sloan bullshit. Acting like, oh, we got to fight for them. No, the fuck you don't. No one's asking you to fight for us. Y'all do that shit willingly and voluntarily, and then when nobody will fuck you, you want to get mad.
Girls, but then also he got 13-year-old girls by him. Michael Jackson wants us to defend him. He because he touching little boys, but he also taking all these little.
Michael Jackson defended his damn self. And then even with those two accusers that Oprah tried to make the special with, it was proven that they lied. That they fucking lied. Because they were talking about, oh, we were sexually abused in this room right here. And the room in the timeline, when the room was constructed, it didn't even match when when the timeline on when they were assaulted. They found that to be bullshit. Has Oprah apologized for letting two liars almost finesse her into putting some false out there? No. Who remembers that?
Little white boys at Disneyland. Bill Cosby up here with all these young women. And then when I don't have time. Like, listen, if somebody tell you that I ate a pack of donuts and I'm a fat bitch, don't question it. Don't
worry about that.
get involved. I had no business being around them donuts. So I get tired of defending people around situations they put themselves in, and then somebody rally crying about it's a freedom, black men, and whenever you get money, this is what white people. Nobody put them young women around Bill Cosby. Nobody put them little girls around.
They put themselves around it. They put themselves around Bill Cosby. You know what we call one young women like that, and we've been calling them that for years, and we still call them that to this day. We call them groupies.
Around R. Kelly, well, people argue that the parents did. And
Yeah, because the parents did. Because when I first watched that Surviving R. Kelly, I watched like the first part, and I really couldn't bring myself to watch the rest of it because I was like, these parents were dumb as fuck. These parents were so fucking stupid. What the like, Jesus? Like I don't like. We already knew by that time. Everybody already knew what R. Kelly was doing. These people were trying to get a come up on a rich guy. And that's all that was. And then they put their own daughters in a situation like that. So can you really say those parents really love their daughters? Hell no. I wouldn't care how much my daughter was begging to go see R. Kelly. I said, you better turn 18 first. Shit, I don't give a damn about any of that. Fuck up out of here.
And nobody told Michael Jackson to keep taking them little white boys to Disneyland. So what do I have to get involved in it for? Obviously, I'm going to talk about it because we're here today. But black people, we got too much other fish to fry than these little individual cases where people get, especially rich people who don't give back to the community.
Bill Cosby has given plenty back to the community. You can't even make that fucking argument. That is so fucking stupid. And this is what, like I say, this is what I don't get. This is what happens when stupid people are giving a fucking voice and they don't do their proper fucking research. And then what did she do? She brought up black men. That's this. All this says to me is that no, this is her speaking. No one will fuck me, so I come up here and I say all kinds of stupid shit against the black men that I feel like should be fucking me. That's all that is. That's all that is at the end of the day. She's bitter. And then stop acting like you're entitled to someone's success. Stop acting like that. Shit.
Put themselves in situations where they want us to sit here and martyr ourselves on behalf of them because they done got caught up in something.
Nobody wants you to do a goddamn thing. That's the you hear that all the time. Oh, we just be on the front lines. We're on the front lines fighting for black men. No, the fuck you're not. You're out there looking for dick because there are men out there too. Fuck out of here. And then Tomas Bowles, you see, if someone accuses me of having a pack of donuts, then don't question it. Don't fucking worry. We won't. Bunker TV, that's what you get for watching part one. You're goddamn right. I hold myself accountable. Like, Jesus. Like, I am so sick of this sentiment. Like, they are such, they're tireless defenders of the black man. And they're so tired of doing it. And I have to tell y'all the truth. I ain't know this bitch existed until this very moment. But thanks for pointing that out, Cortez Smith. Oh no, man. Oh my god. Fuck out of here with that fucking bullshit. I mean, Bunker TV. Blu-ray said woman is full of hate. Yep. Dane one said she's obese. Yeah. Bunker TV says defending us while throwing us under the bus. Yep, that's a huge fucking oxymoron. Like, yeah, shit. It's like these women talking about, so we have to. Oh well, black men they have to fight, but they have to fight the battle of being black, but they have to fight white people, but as black women we got to fight them and white people. Like, fuck out of here with that. She's sitting up here talking about some we have to martyr ourselves. You don't have to do shit. You don't have to do a motherfucking thing. Rather say, why does she hate me so much? Oh man, these types are hilarious. These types are hilarious, and they make such dumb arguments. They make such dumb arguments, and I mean, like, shit. It's not really any amount of shaming that we have to do to them. As long as they put themselves on display like that to look all stupid like that, shit, they doing it to themselves. Cortez Smith says it's projection. Hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power says white zaddy gives black women everything. Black women ain't fighting nothing. Cortez Smith says whether because your mama black. She hates play keys on her piano. And there you go again, hybrid catastrophic. He said, but she can, she thick. She hates her girls because they black. Hey man, but thank you, man. Good looking out, Cortez Smith, man, for real. That shit, that shit about made my night right there. Hey, but still, though, man, just get all the way the fuck out of here with that. She hates black keys on the piano. Oh, that's what you were trying to say. Well, I said she looks like bacon incarnate. Oh man, boy, I tell you the truth. Why do they do this? Why do they do this? Mm, mm, mm. Anyway, so let me see. So has anyone has anything that they might want to say or anything like that before I wrap this up? Man, y'all tripping. Does she look like them dancing hippos from Fantasia? As that hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power says, it's like anyone that has a social media account think that their opinion is the best thing since Power Rangers and Pokemon. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, man, like I said, social media can turn anybody into like a zealot. Like it's strange, and I say this as someone that is on social media. Shit. I've just found out recently that someone had been calling me a criminal mastermind for quite some time. Like and there's history behind that, but I guarantee you I'm no criminal. Is it a criminal? It's called me the criminal mastermind. It's like, okay, that's rich. That is extremely rich. Damn, I gotta comment on a V. He said, "Damn, haters are everywhere." Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. And this is something that someone told me a while back. If you don't have haters, you must not be doing. I said you must not be doing your job. That's what I heard. And so, one of my friends, if matter of fact, told me that. And my whole thing was, I always believed that. I always believe. Well, not all. I used to believe that people were just saying that they had haters just because they wanted some clout, and I no longer believe that. They rather say we're all Bond villains. Hey, but Greg, thank you for the cash app, man. Really appreciate it, bro. So, shout out to Greg on that. Greg is a considered Greg is a consistent supporter of this channel. So Hybrid says they can't attack your point of view, so they proceed to character assassinate you. Ridiculous. I mean, they can say everything they want, but if they don't have proof, they're saying shit that they're saying it standing on a mountain of shit. Seriously, like whatever. Dane One said it's sad that a sister be like that. Ain't got no pot to piss in, nor a women window to throw it out of. Then Hybrid says, I tell them like Tony Montana says, you need people like that. You need people like me. Haters come with success. Greg said, welcome. And here's the thing: is like I haven't. I really do believe that I haven't reached the peak of my social media presence. Like I still feel as if I have a little ways to go. I mean, just the mere fact that I did this I just set this broadcast up, and that I have the amount of people that I'm having right now watching, that to me is progress. It's progress. I mean, uh, you know, we're making strides, folks. We're making strides. Weather down there, man. Say I can't wait to women's rights to vote gets appealed. We also might need to bring back slavery. Yeah, be careful. Somebody might actually take that seriously. They'll be over there, man, in that chat over there on BMBBH. Man, they were talking about bringing back slavery. That man said, I saw a video on abortion. Man, I damn near cried. These fools pushing for that right are heartless. That man said, y'all still on that shit. Let me see some real quick. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, okay, okay. I thought I still had it up. Said, but that shit got little legs like Mucinex. Oh my god, man. Yeah, nah, I just like nah. I'm just gonna probably say this. Look, guys. You know, uh, I don't ever claim to be the best. I don't claim to be the smartest. I don't claim to be the biggest good guy. I don't claim to be the biggest bad guy. But I do believe that I have some importance when it comes to not only this space, but society itself. Just like you guys are just as important as well. You know, even if you got hate coming your way, just like, look, and I've been experiencing that for like, what, for over 5 years now? Ever since the creation of the Facebook group that did lead to the creation of this YouTube channel. Even if the hate never diminish the importance that I feel. It never ever has. In fact, when people do hate like that, it makes me feel as if I'm more important to the design than even I thought I was. Because if they got to hate like that, then obviously I'm doing something right. And how you know you're doing something right is when you're not doing anything malicious, but they hate you anyway. A horse will ride to lead us all, and what a horse that will be. Oh, that man said somewhere a horse is naked. True story. Oh man, let me tell y'all so if anything is like if there's any reason to continue doing this, is that reason will definitely because you guys are here week after week, broadcast after broadcast. I mean, you don't know how you guys really don't know. Even if I told you, you don't know how encouraging you guys are. Yeah. So anyway, how long has this been? Oh shit, I'm almost at 2 hours. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring this one to a close. So, definitely if you go somewhere else after this, you can definitely tell them that you were here at Black Men Being Brutally Honest. Now, is it really our fight? We should champion things that are our fight. Like, say, for instance, something that everyone feels like or feel as if we don't visit, and that is the rights of black men. And yes, I do believe there need to be more strides and more efforts to champion those rights because we as black men, we really do get the raw end of this deal. And it would surely be nice if there were actually more brothers that cared about where brothers are going to end up, whether it be in present day or in the future. So, um, let's you still y'all still roasted old girl. Oh shit. Let me show her one more time. Let me see if I can bring that video back up. Let's show her one more time. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me find the video. Cause I mean it's like cause for me it's like it's really unbelievable, or as we say, unbelievable, that there's still sisters out there that actually sit there and will believe that black men are obligating them to champion our causes.
Now, I think both of you make great points.
So I mean,
Like, listen, relax in my black how to handle this in the future if you know.
okay, I brought it back up. So I'm going to show this clip one more time. That man said her teeth look like a gated community. That man said June 6th, Club of Rome. What's going on? Let me share this screen. We're going to show her one more time. Fair use. Fair use. Fair use, YouTube. So.
If you're getting in that situation again today.
Right.
No, goddammit. I don't want to see an ad.
So it doesn't have 40 years later, now you're going back and forth. So maybe that helps out, today's situation.
Yamanika, I want to come to you next. What are your thoughts and initial reactions to the verdict of the case?
Well, I'm trying to relax in my black womanhood. You understand? Like, I get so tired of niggas calling us up to be, defending them in situations they put themselves in. We got to run and defend R. Kelly because he pissing on little 13-year-old girls. But then also he got 13-year-old girls by him. Michael Jackson wanted us to defend him. Because he touching little boys, but he also taking all these little white boys to Disneyland. Bill Cosby up here with all these young women. And then I don't have time. Like, listen, if somebody tell you that I ate a pack of donuts and I'm a fat bitch, don't question it. Don't get involved.
Don't worry.
Being around these donuts. So I get tired of defending people around situations they put themselves in, and then somebody rally crying about it's a freedom, black men, and whenever you get money, this is what white people. Nobody put them young women around Bill Cosby. Nobody put them little girls around R. Kelly. Well, people argue that the parents did, and nobody told Michael Jackson to keep taking them little white boys to Disneyland. So what do I have to get involved in it for? Obviously, I'm going to talk about it because we're here today. But, black people, we got too much other fish to fry than these little individual cases where people get, especially rich people who don't give back to the community, put themselves in situations where they want us to sit here and martyr ourselves on behalf of them because they done got caught up in something.
Now,
I probably have to put this on the dumbest shit I hear all day. But Yamanika, yeah, that name sounds like she sounds like that woman that used to go back and forth with Patrice O'Neal, actually. Like, 'cause I listen to Patrice O'Neal, like, and sometimes, and yeah, he had a comedian named Yamanika on there. I wonder, is that the same person? Anthony Drosos confirms it. Yes, that is her. Shaka Nulu says giving back to the community is always being thrown around like a football. Like I said, man, them folks don't owe you nothing. You owe it to yourself. But y'all clowning the shit out of her. She got attitude like a pit bull. She probably built like William the Refrigerator Perry. Oh my God. Mayanu 1-2. What's going on? Good to see you. And for anyone, if it's your first time here at the broadcast, please hit the subscriber button and then hit your notification bell. Like, even for y'all that subscribe right now, make sure your notification bell is set to all. Set to all. That's when the notification bell, I think, is filled in with black. Cortez Smith, that fat stink ass bitch would never ask Serena and Tika something to give back to the community. She specified black men. She specified black men. Pop smoking ghosts. What's going on? See, looking like a boiled hot dog. It's like, how long? Built like Leonard Davis. Oh shit. Said she look like the deacon in a black mega church. Guns look like she been chewing on tar. Yeah, man, but look, she deserve it. Like, The whole like what she said was in like it was like she was virtue signaling. Like what she was saying was in direct contradiction of what actually goes on. She needs to focus on her cholesterol. She drives to her bus. Blood type gravy. She needs diet water. Oh my god. Sitting there like, what the hell is diet water? Oh, oh my god. You guys are. She needs diet oxygen. Ooh shit. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Man, y'all have got me very amused. I'm gonna say diet air. She sweat just by standing up. She needs diet existence. Yeah, man, but we get a little tired of this shit, man. We get a little tired of the fact that it's like people like what I don't like is when people say that we gotta cry to and when someone says that they are expected to do something. You're not expected to do shit. You could have just kept your fucking mouth shut. She walks in the leg, start crying. Man. Oh God. Oh God. Well, this is called brutally honest over here. You see her on the degenerates on flicks. Her fupa can shelter the homeless. She on deck with meat sweats. Her fupa is the envy of mama kangaroos all over the world. All right, guys. Look, it's been a couple hours. Look, guys. Look, guys. Look. Let let's be black men at the end of the day. We're brutally honest over here, and I'm loving every second of it, man. To see that we can get together, we can congregate like this, and express, express our sentiments and our feelings and what we observe in this world from day to day. She got an eight head like and she got an eight head and a neck like a pack of sea batteries. She got them hot dogs on the back of her neck. Look like fat dude Martin was locked up with. Look like she about to ask you if you gonna eat your cornbread. Like shit. Sweat hole meatballs. Hey. All right, guys. I gotta put it into this one, man. Y'all gonna have me here all night. But the scale said let me go when she stepped on it. Shit. That motherfucker said don't do it. Don't do it, God. Nah, but let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and get up out of here though. For real this time. Yeah. Like, is it our fight? I think that we have it understood as black men for real, that certain things just isn't our fight. And that really goes without saying. And I do understand that we as black men, we're black men, not some of these dudes around here, not these simp lords and these apologetic ass, guys that part their cheeks for, the feminism. But yeah, after years and years of being told that it's none of our business what these women do with their bodies, this right here is definitely not our fight. Let them fight that shit and let them keep bitching about, how they are tired of having to come back for us when none of us have asked them to do it. And then they're getting mad when we don't fight the fights that they want us to fight. Even doing things and capping like they're actually gonna stop having sex, which, is fine because it's like sexual irresponsibility is what a lot of these arguments were about anyway. So I mean, it's no sweat off our backs for real, or at least it shouldn't be. Shoot. Oh, Gym Rat, what's going on? Trying to be more like you, man. Back in the gym. But anyway, it's like this, man. It's like this. The biggest amusement I got was seeing all the feminists and all the B dubs who actually think that this should matter to them upset about this shit. It is like I was very amused at all the stupid shit that they were saying, and then they continue to say stupid shit. What I'm gonna do is put together a slideshow of all the stupid shit that they were saying, and then I'll be sure to bring it back to you guys tomorrow night. So anyway, that's gonna be it for now. That's gonna be it for now. This is Kev. This is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. We were definitely brutally honest tonight. And I'll close by saying this: Long live the habitual line steppers. In Kev we trust. I am gonna win. Believe that. And when that happens, we all win. So till next time, folks.